slide in later this afternoon tonight. This guy's actually a really important player because it's going to help push Aaron further out to sea and keep it from getting too close to land areas later this afternoon and over the next 24 hours. And I'll show you the latest with Aaron here in just a minute. But you got a cold front right here. We're going to have a warm front that's going to kick north later today. And again, I think we should start to break out into sunshine later this afternoon and be warmer. So 80s for us later today. Okay, there's Aaron. 100-mile-per-hour maximum winds. Still forecast to kick a little further north and then be pushed out to sea, which is great over the next 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon will be the closest Aaron will get to our local beaches. It'll be this afternoon, tonight, down in the Outer Banks. We see pretty good wind field develop, and that will cause good storm surge, some beach erosion, rip tides. You know, we do it all when you get a hurricane passing this close to us. But again, not going to be a landfalling hurricane across the East Coast, which is great. There's your forecast wind field. And I want to mention by tomorrow morning, look at Ocean City. That's a wind gust close to 50 miles an hour, and it'll be persistent. You know, the storm's not moving too fast, only at about 13 miles an hour. So you get a persistent flow like this, and you really get the waves crashing against the beaches, and that will likely cause some erosion. And you know, we'll have to really monitor the situation at the beaches later today or later tomorrow. That's a 50-mile-per-hour gust forecast tomorrow afternoon out in Ocean City. I also want to mention the Bay. We'll probably see winds gusting to 30-plus miles an hour. Southern Maryland, you know, for the western shore of the Bay, you may get 25, 35-mile-per-hour winds. So we'll see some local impacts as well. And then there goes our big storm off, racing off to the north and east by Friday morning. So the good news is once we get Aaron past us, it will be brilliant sunshine around here Friday and Saturday. We've got to get there first. Little sunshine this afternoon, 86. Back to some clouds tomorrow as Aaron passes by, and then beautiful Friday, Saturday, most of Sunday too. Jacqueline?
All right, Tucker. Well, we are getting our workout in on this Wednesday. And when it comes to fitness, strength training, well, it can feel intimidating, especially with so many myths and tips floating around online. You don't really know what to believe, what may be false. But Bar 3 Bethesda cutting through all that noise with some expert insight for us this morning into how we can boost our own strength. We've got owner Juliana Stein joining me in studio. Glad to have you here with us. Have a good day this morning.
Thank you. So it's great to be here.
Yeah, talk to us a little bit about some of these myths when it comes to strength training, especially for women, because you hear so many different aspects out there.
Totally, yeah. I mean, 5 myths, if I could name 5, I would just say, first of all, myth number 1, it's a guy thing. Myth number 2, it doesn't burn as much energy as cardio. Myth number 3, that it'll make you bulk up. Myth number 4, that it reduces flexibility. And then 5, that you need heavy equipment to be able to do strength training.
Okay, several of those that stand out to me, but one being you don't necessarily bulk up, and it's not just a guy thing. I've learned that women, as they get older, are losing muscle, they're losing bone density if they're not working out with weights specifically, right?
Yeah, the big thing for women is they are at risk of osteoporosis, bone loss. After menopause, women can lose up to 20% of their bone density in 5 to 7 years. And so all of the strength training a woman does now, especially after they turn 30, will help reduce that impact and help build lean muscle mass.
Awesome. Well, and I told you when you first came in, I thought Bar 3 was strictly a bar workout only, but you guys really encompass a lot of different options there that you offer to clients coming into your studio.
Totally. We are so excited to offer lots of different things. So the 3 stands for strength, cardio, and mindfulness.
Okay.
So we offer strength specific classes, cardio specific, and also a mindful flow class in addition to a traditional bar
So
class.
really an option for everybody out there.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We meet everybody where they're at.
Oh, that's great. Okay, let's get into some of the moves that you think are important for people to get into if you're getting into a workout routine.
Yeah,
there.
so do you want to start with the squat?
Okay, I'll follow you.
Let's grab these 10 pounds, being really careful as we lift up. But we're going to start with what's called the squat press. And when I said we didn't need heavy equipment, you do need weights for this one.
Okay.
So we're
you could do this in your garage, you could do this on your porch, wherever. Right?
Exactly, yeah. So we'll start with our feet a little bit wider than our hips, sink down into a wide squat, and we'll kind of wrap the weights on our shoulders. And then you're going to use your core, really bracing it in. Use your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, and then as you push up, you'll feel that good mobility for your shoulders, keeping your shoulders down, and then that's the power. The strength is pull it down and feel that resistance, that eccentric contraction on the way down.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one move.
Okay.
And you can keep doing this for
and are there different variations of this?
Yes, so the other one to help also improve mobility in the shoulders is what's called the Arnold press. So you can start here.
Okay.
And then you can come to a wide overhead press. So So 90-degree angle 2 all the way up overhead. Just really important to keep the biceps by the ears
Okay.
to avoid strain on the neck and shoulders.
Gotcha. As I'm sitting here turning towards you, which I probably shouldn't be doing, but I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing it right. Okay.
So you can do that for about a minute, 3 different sets of those, that for about a minute, minute and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's get into the next movement.
So my favorite, no weights for this one, because this is one of my all-time favorites. This is just the push-up. So
That's your favorite?
Honestly,
Oh my God.
Well, what's great about it is that it really strengthens the whole body. You're talking to me, so it's really good for
All right,
your
y'all
body
don't
strength.
judge my push-ups. They are not great. I do work out frequently, but push-ups.
Trust me, I totally
I
understand.
know I'm not alone.
Definitely not. And what I will say, what's great about the push-up is that you can let it meet you where you're at.
Okay.
So anybody can really start either at an elevate on the fleshy parts of the knees. So we can start there on the fleshy parts of the knees,
Yeah.
making sure that the wrists are in line with the shoulders. And then you'll just slowly come all the way down, making sure your elbows are at about a 45 degree angle here. And then once they're there, you can push all the way up. So you don't need to necessarily come all the way down, but just think where your elbows get to that perfect angle.
I think my elbows
And
are
then-
going out too wide, but don't judge me.
And then once you feel like you can do a lot of, it's not about how many reps you do.
Okay.
The pace is super important when it comes to strength training, so it's called time under tension. And so think more about doing that for doing that for a little bit. Progress to your toes, because as we know, we get better at what we practice.
Okay, there you go. And last but not least, I know you have one more you wanted to show us.
Yes, so it's called the RDL. So we'll bend our knees real carefully before we hit these weights again. So the RDL, the Romanian deadlift, we'll try a single leg
Okay.
RDL for this. You'll put the weights right on top of the thighs, and then as you'll keep a soft bend to your knees, hips are in line with your shoulders to start, and then gradually keep your weights at the center of gravity, letting left leg or right leg come back behind you. And then once you feel it's catched to the hamstring and your glutes, you'll use that to come all the way up and feel that resistance all the way up. And that's really good for hip and mobility.
Okay, awesome. Well, Juliana, that's all the time we have this morning, but can you tell people where they can find you if they're interested?
Yeah, so Barth made Bethesda is based in Bethesda, but there's Barthy studios all over the DMV. People can look it up with their zip code. But come to Bethesda, you'll get a first class rate. Love to see you.
Awesome. Ooh, okay. Thanks so much,
Thank
Juliana.
you
We
for having me.
appreciate it. Marissa, I'll send it over to you while I go practice my push-ups.
You're not done so far, though. In just a few days, help will be available to some local students struggling to gather supplies for the brand new school year. But after the break, find out when and where 1,000 backpacks will go up for grabs. And get this, the real MVP, Miss Mama Wanda Durant. She's behind it, and she's going to join us live next. Yeah.
Oh, we love Mama Duran. Can't wait for that. Plus, as we hustle to get the kids back to class, we are helping you to take the stress out of your weekday with easy-to-make meals.
All right, stick around. We got some recipes that you're going to love in just a few moments. Stay with us.
All thanks to Chip Taylor.
Right now, at Affordable Dentures and Implants, you'll save 15% on most treatment plans over $1,000. Now that'll help you take a bite out of summer. Call 1-800-DENTURE today. Offer ends soon.
Stop putting off replacing your old worn-out room. During Long Home's Labor Day sale, get free installation or no payments and no interest for 18 months. Plus, our industry best up to 50-year warranty. Call or click longhome.com now.
When the insurance companies evaluate these cases, one of the first questions they ask is, who's the lawyer? And if you have a lawyer from the Cochran firm representing you, they know that we're going to go the distance to get the result that's necessary for you and your family.
Roll up and refuel with a $1 large bid value.
Attention DC metro area homeowners. You know us. We're looking for 15 homes to remodel as a part of our New Year Good Neighbor Referral Program. Zip code and location are important. Here at Renovation Experts, we ask that you keep the price confidential. With billions available in funding, get no money down for qualified buyers. Get a new bath, kitchen, roof, windows, plus a bonus $250 Walmart gift card with purchase. Remember, 15 homeowners will qualify. Contact us.
Looking for a summer getaway to beat the heat? Head to Williamsburg, Virginia for non non-stop water fun and cool savings. With the Cool Summer Savings Pass, you'll unlock exclusive deals with discounts to make the most of your trip. Make a splash at Water Country USA, Virginia's largest water park. Kayak or paddleboard from the marina at Billsburg Brewery. Set sail on the scenic York River with Yorktown Sailing Charters. Whether you're seeking thrills or chill vibes, Williamsburg is your go-to summer destination to stay cool, save big, and have fun. Your summer adventure starts in Williamsburg. Go to visitwilliamsburg.com. Tune in Mondays and Fridays for the McDonald's Magical Moment. Right now, when you buy one breakfast sandwich at McDonald's, $1 gets you another. Price and participation may vary.
Someone recommended Greenberg and Betterman, and the first thing they did was ask me if I was okay. I wasn't treated like a case or a number, and the team at Greenberg and Betterman, they made it possible for me to be vulnerable and trust them, and that made me okay.
Old, outdated bathroom? Get the custom bath you've always wanted. During Long Home's Labor Day sale, get free installation interest for 18 months, plus a free in-home design consultation. Call or click Long Home now.
Affordable dentures and implants can help you bite into summer with 15% off most treatment plans over $1,000. Now that's something to smile about. Call 1-800-DENTURE today. Offer ends soon.
Need car repairs fast? Instant Car Fix is on the way.
You're in for a treat. Help is available this school year to families who may struggle to buy items for the classroom. But 1,000 backpacks are going to local students along with vital school supplies, the support they need, all thanks to the Durant Family Charitable Foundation and College Track.